The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Fielded at the 7. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
17-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Gets it downfield, on target to Flowers. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a
Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Well, it is 2nd down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. I'll throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
Chill, right on my side is my ego becomes a funky child with some words on my tongue. Be like in, take a breath, and my mouth gets loose. So while I scatter my spit, I dream of juice. Have you rebel out in dark hallways? This place I kissed, I made the day. I say, play the track from your record collection. It's your mix, congratulations.
Change a lot of names, some know that we have always been down. If I ever did a thank you, then
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he powers his way up past the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Bronco 80.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
You look at this Niner defense, and they come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give.
Tag. Liking 18. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cash. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go now. 70 tip. Ready.
Running right, here's Walker. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted, a loss of a full 6 yards. They go play action here. Purdy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Here we go, strike. Ready, ready.
Walker now at 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's got Smith here. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. You look at this Niner defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Get it. Ready.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. And a gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moreno. 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And throwing here, Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken. And it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. Ready.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Seahawks at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2nd and 11. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Three. Check. 19 tight. Drag him 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Purdy from the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, remember, these 2 teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. 2nd and 10.
Get set.
Now Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35.
First down, San Francisco.
Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now he's going to step up and run. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. It's hard to do because you see a guy cut in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Quick throw completed by Purdy. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Purdy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
The gain of 8 there on the play.
And that'll bring up 4th down. The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
On the return following a punt of 41.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Back to throw. Cash. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. This is intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Play action, now Purdy. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
But partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lamore. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Shotgun now with Purdy. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Purdy. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this 3rd quarter, we have our answer.
well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now the guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, Petty.
And going right back to Walker.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
Walker is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Spears will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrusted with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays, his numbers, boy, would they be sky. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line.
The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they'll go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Cash. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
Let's go now. Go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, 43 yards. And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll give it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down team at their own 22-yard
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Purdy. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Shrugs him off. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Purdy. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Come on. Hey, ready.
Here's Walker. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Hey. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Cash. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Panther 60. Hey, crash. 19 tight. 19, 70 Ranger. 60 Bobcat. Panther 11.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Elijah Arroyo. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 18 now.
That's the score.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Throwing here, Purdy. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Niners on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. Past the 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
They're getting credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Purdy. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They're on the 16-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Dalvin's with it. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sideline? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Here's Purdy to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Brian Murphy in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.